And I wanted to chat about in this video a debate on the floor of the California State Senate. The Senate rules cover debate in the California State Senate. Senate Rule 34 on statement of motions requires that a motion or prohibits a motion from being debated until it is distinctly announced by the presiding officer and be reduced to writing if desired, requested by any senator, and is read by the secretary before it's debated. Senate Rule 34 deals with regulations regarding speaking on the floor. And Senate Rule 35 first provides that when a senator desires to address the Senate, that senator must rise at the senator's desk and address the presiding officer. And when he or she is recognized, then the senator proceeds to speak through the public address system. And when speaking, the senator is required to confine his or her remarks to the question or measure before the House. A senator who has not been recognized by the presiding officer shall not address the body. In addition, under Senate Rule 35, a senator may not speak more than twice in any one debate on the same day and at the same stage of the bill without leave, without approval. Senators who have once spoken are not again entitled to the floor, so long as any senator who has not spoken desires to speak. During the 5 days prior to the deadline for each house to pass bills introduced in that house, as well as the 5 days prior to the last day for each house to pass bills, limits may be adopted to expedite the completion of the Senate's business by limiting the number of speakers per measure and the time allotted to each speaker, as long as these limits are applied equally to speakers in support and in opposition to a measure. In addition, when two or more senators arise at the same time to address the Senate, it is the presiding officer who designates the senator who's entitled to the floor. In addition, a senator may not be interrupted when speaking, and no question may be asked of a senator except through the presiding officer. Moreover, Senate Rule 35 requires that the author or floor manager of a bill or motion or resolution to have the privilege of closing the debate and may elect to answer questions raised in the debate during the author's or floor manager's closing. Senate Rule 36 deals with the order in debate. Senate Rule 36 provides that when a senator is called to order, the senator shall sit down until the presiding officer has determined whether or not the senator is in order. Every question of order is to be decided by the presiding officer, subject to an appeal to the Senate by any senator. And if a senator is called to order for words spoken, the objectionable language shall immediately be taken down in writing by the Secretary of the Senate. And finally, there's Senate Rule 37 concerning the right to address the Senate. Senate Rule 37 provides that a person other than a member of the Senate may not address the Senate while it is in session, except the Senate may resolve itself into a committee of the whole, and while sitting as a committee of the whole, may be addressed by persons other than members of the Senate.